Mid-year top 5, and it's almost September. It's kind of a fail. But we're gonna do this anyway, damn it. What's up, everybody? It's Luke James, not the singer. If you're an indie artist looking for an album review and some promo, you can hit up Luke at redmattersite.com. And what I have for you boys and girls today is my mid-year top 5 for 2015. And I know I'm late as hell with this one, and I'm also going to do something that's a little bit different here. You're not going to see To Pimp a Butterfly and Tetsuo and Youth on this list, because as far as I'm concerned, they're shoo-ins for the top 5, and you're going to see them on a lot of lists come the end of the year. So I decided that I'd shine the light on a couple of other albums that might not be getting as much attention. Of course, I'm going to do a top 10 best, top 10 worst, and top 10 indie list come the end of the year, and I also might do a top 5 or top 10 non-hip-hop list as well, just to do something a little bit different. But that said, I'm going to get into my top 5 so far, and you guys can hit me up in the comments section to let me know what your top 5 is. And be sure to check out the links and information underneath this video to see full reviews for all 5 of these albums. Mixtapes, EPs, whatever they are. Kinda gets frustrating, doesn't it? I should just start calling this shit project reviews, or top 5 projects. But anyway, I digress. At number 5, I have Dom Kennedy's album, By Dom Kennedy. Now this is by no means a lyrical masterpiece, but it's just so damn smooth and wavy that I've been getting a lot of play out of this one. Dom definitely came through for the summer, and with mellow tracks like Lemonade, Posted in the Club, Represent, and Thank You Biggie, this album has just been living in my car, and it's not coming out of there anytime soon. Now, Dom's drowsy rap style probably isn't going to be for everybody, and he doesn't say a whole lot on here that's fantastic or out of the ordinary, but I just like the overall vibe of this album, and I listen to it a lot, so that's why it's number 5 on this list. And coming in at number 4 is Boosie Badass's album, Touchdown to Cause Hell. Now, I wasn't expecting to like this one at all, but it really surprised me, and I love this shit, man. I thought Boosie brought a lot of great lyrical content and was spitting about some interesting things, and the production on this is great too, because it's varied. And yet it still manages to have a nice flow to it, even though it has smooth tracks, some mellow tracks, some bangers, thought-provoking tracks, shit for the club, etc., etc. Now I know that Boosie's voice is a deal breaker for most people, and if that's the case, I don't know what else I can tell you really, because I didn't like his voice too much either, but this album was so good to me that I was able to get over it. So if you're generally not a Boosie fan, I think you should give this one a spin, because you might be surprised. I know I was. Creeping in at number 3 is Czarface's album, Every Hero Needs a Villain. Czarface is made up of 7L, Esoteric, and Inspector Deck, and with this album, they brought some humorous content and pop culture references over top of some really banging production. So if you like hearing guys rap about wrestling, comic books, and shit like that over some gut-punching drums, you definitely don't want to sleep on this album. And I think lyrically, this album is exceptional, especially on the last song, Good Villains Go Last, featuring R.A. the Rugged Man, and this is one of my favorite tracks. So if you're gonna listen to this album, make sure you got your neck ready for some snapping and your fingers ready for some rewinding, because you're gonna like this shit. Now number 2 isn't exactly hip-hop, but it's close enough. I'm talking about Snoop Dogg's album, Bush. Now I haven't been a fan of Snoop Dogg really over the past couple of years, especially when he was doing that reggae shit as Snoop Lion, but with this album, he really won me back. This isn't that gangsta Snoop Dogg, this is that fun Snoop Dogg. With Bush, he had some great production from Pharrell, so naturally, this is a fun and bouncy, funky album, made for bopping in the car, dancing in the club, summertime family reunions, barbecues, and all that sort of thing. So if you're looking for something that's fun and short at only 10 tracks, you definitely don't want to sleep on this one. And lastly, my number 1 on this list is Tut's mixtape, Preacher's Son. This one just completely came out of the blue, and I stumbled across it randomly back in January. I saw that he was affiliated with Isaiah Rashad, who is one of my favorite rappers, so I knew I had to check this one out, and it definitely didn't disappoint. Production-wise, we get some great beats from Beethoven and the house band, and these beats make use of samples as well as live instruments, and there's Angel May singing throughout these songs, so altogether we get a very mellow and complete soundscape on this mixtape. Tut spits bars and harmonizes at times, like on 2 of my favorite tracks, Hangin' and Holy Water, and he also brings some great content on this mixtape too. On Live from Chattanooga, he details the violence and some of the other shit happening in Chattanooga. And then on Sheba, he and Angel May blend vocals over some acoustic guitar to sing about trying to help a streetwalker. So I thought this was a very cool tape with a lot of good songs. So do yourself a favor and check it out if you haven't yet. But this is just my top 5 so far. Let me know in the comments section what your top 5 are, or just 5 of your favorite albums so far. You know how it goes. I know it's hard to put together a top 5 or top 10, but just tell me what you're feeling so far. And as usual, make sure you do all that other good YouTube and social media stuff, where you like my videos, you share them, you follow me on Twitter, you retweet the videos, and you especially subscribe to my channel. I still can't believe we hit 5,000, and now we're almost at 6,000 already. So let's keep it going. Thank you for the channel support, everybody. I'll see you next time.